Hi, John Anthony again. This is the week 5 assignment of FTE 217. Um, Today I'm going to be going over a couple things. I have the fully built firearm from SDI. Then I have another one that's the exact same clone of it. It's just going to be the upper receiver to help me out and demonstrate a couple things. The first thing we're going to cover is going to be the function check. It's going to be a drop function check and then performed with the snap caps. This is the rifle. Brought by SDI. It's clear and safe. Both locked back to the rear. As you see, there's nothing inside. Gonna let that bolt go back forward. And this is the magazine with the dummy rounds provided by SDI. Clear and safe. First thing you want to do is make sure the safety works. It is on safe. That does not go to fire. You want to make sure the selector switch operates. It goes back and forth, looks like it does. You can hear the click. Let's put back on fire. We're going to put in the safe direction. Pull the trigger. You should hear a click. That seems like it works back fine. All right, you're going to pull that charger handle. You're going to simulate a cycle operation. Pull it back. Let it go back forward. This is the cocking and locking. Again, you're going to hold your finger back to the rear. You should hear a click, that disconnector disconnecting again to allow you to fire one more time. Audible click. So it seems like everything works. Should go straight back to safe after that. We're going to do the same thing. Now we're going to introduce we're going to introduce the magazine with the snap caps in there. Now that's going to introduce the feeding operation of the firearm. So same thing. Safety works. Safety works again. Taking it off. I'm going to do a click. It works. Now when you want to throw it back to the rear, it's going to see if the bolt actually catches around and load it in the chamber. So we're going to see if this loads back. We're going to have cock it back. It is around in there, and now we're going to see the ejection part. See if it's ejecting properly. Yeah, that just flew out at me, so it is ejecting properly. Go back forward, let it go. So it's like it's working. I'm gonna put it back on safe, drop the mag, and there should be a round in here. So everything should be working properly. First gun that I built from scratch. First gun that I built from part by part. So glad that that's working well, and it is working. Put the snap caps back in there later. All right, the next part of the assignment is going to be the feel of the trigger. Feel the trigger. So feeling that trigger, I know, does it feel good? Does it have any slack? Have any take up? Being in the military, I noticed that there is. It is a single stage trigger. There is no slack on it. A little kind of defined wall, but it's actually pretty good. My duty rifle that I do not have with me today right now, that has a rise armament trigger. It's going to be a little bit lighter on it. You can definitely feel the complete difference on it. It's flat. There's no wall. Almost when you're ready to engage that thing and pull it a little bit, you're going to feel it. No slack on it, no slop. It doesn't go back side to side. It doesn't get locked. I don't have anything against OEM triggers, but it feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. Nothing to complain about. The part 3, we are going to measure the barrel length. So to measure the barrel length, what you want to do is you're going to get your guide rod. You want to make sure your muzzle device isn't on there, because your muzzle device adds a little bit of length, as you would see. So you couldn't get really, barrel couldn't get really a barrel length on there. So as soon as you want to go in, you want to put your guide rod in, your cleaner rod in there. You want to make sure your bolt is all the way forward, which it is. Okay. Cleaner rod is a lot longer, is a lot thicker than it's supposed to be. I don't know if SDI sent me the right one, but this thing is a lot thicker than it's supposed to be. So you're going to insert it all the way back. It's going to go all the way to the bolt face, and it's going to stop on the bolt face. So from the bolt face there, you want to mark your rod, boom, right there, and literally get some tape, going to measure it, and it should be 16 inches. Now, moving on to the next part. So the next part of the assignment is going to be doing twist rate. If this thing wasn't so thick, I did get it almost stuck earlier, and I just noticed on this part that this is way thicker than it's supposed to be. I think they sent me the wrong one. I think this is AR10. So you want to put, end cap on it. You want to put some, put a little rag on the end. You want to let it put it at the end of your barrel. You want to insert it in. Your flag that you make is actually going to start spinning. Once you start hitting that first thread on the inside of your barrel, when you insert it in, it's going to twist. It's going to twist just like that. Once it makes a full rotation to a starting point, inserting it in the barrel, boom, starting point. You're going to measure from the beginning to the end of the starting point at the tip of the barrel. So if it's going to be if it's going to be 7 inches long, 8 inches long, that's going to be a twist rate. It's going to be 1 revolution for 7 inches or 8 inches. So that is how you would measure the twist rate on your barrel. The next step is going to be head spacing. There's going to be the head spacing. Then the last step is going to be protrusion of your bolts. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this firearm just because it's already disassembled. You're going to make sure you have your bolt in there. You have your charging handle. You're going to have your no and goes, your no and go gauges. I'm going to throw a go in. I'm going to throw it inside the cylinder. Sorry about that. I'm a little nervous. Throw this out the cylinder. Put the bolt for it. And it's already flush. If you see it, it's already flush. If you make sure it's flush, you can always hit that forward assist, which it goes. Now you can see there's no gap. You can see that it's flush, just like how you would, just like how this was with the dummy round. It is flush, it fits. There's no head space in here. So that means that is a go. That's just like a round. Now, we're gonna throw the no-go. We're gonna see the huge difference between something that does not fit with its off head spacing. So we throw that in there, go forward, forward assist, forward assist, forward assist, push it forward. That is all the way in. I can visibly see, which I'm gonna show the camera up close, that there is a huge gap in the headspace. So that gap, that is not locking in there. Let me get that out of there. The locking part of the cycle operation is not happening there. So it's not happening. That means you're going to have some escape gases. You're going to have some pressure, some pressure spikes. You're going to have uncontrolled pressure. It's going to be not a safe fire instructions when you fire that off. So you can see the big difference between a go and a no-go. Now I'm going to do fire intrusion, firebrand intrusion. I think the easiest way is to use this little measuring device that's provided by SDI. Has your max protrusion of 0.036, and then has your minimum protrusion of 0.028. Easiest way to use it: push that firing pin forward. You want to sit down just like this. Let's get the bolt all the way down. Push that forward. And you want to run maximum. Maximum, it should let this thing slide over it nice and easy. Minimum, you put it over there, It should let it slide nice and forward. Now, if you have like any issues with that, and if it doesn't slide on the minimum, that means it's your firing pin is not coming out all the way. Now you can use firing pin intrusion device. Loosen that thing up. Make sure it's nice and flat. You're going to put it in here. You're going to stick your firing pin all the way up. Tighten it down. And now you can see that this is intruded just a little bit. Take your digital calipers. And then you can actually measure. Sorry. And you can actually measure how much protrusion is supposed to be. So you can measure from here, the whole thing, subtract it. You can do it different ways. But if it's not within the minimums and the maximums, then obviously you're going to have a problem. I think that's everything that's being covered in this week's selection, or this week's assignment. I'm just going to look over. Yes. Covered the fire pin intrusion, covered the head spacing, we covered the barrel twist, the length of the barrel, and you know, the operations of the firearm with dry and with the dummy rounds. Yes, I did not know my cleaning rod was not up to spec sent by SDI. This is a way thicker rod than I was supposed to have, so definitely should check that out before this assignment. Thank you, and I'll see you next week.